I'm Marianne Sanders, and I'm from Salt Choppy, Florida.
And I am James Trowell from Lake Butler, Florida.
I was in 28 years of a drug addiction. I met my husband 12 years ago. I already had 2 kids. We got married, and we had a child in common. And through my drug addiction, I abandoned my whole family. I ended up getting in trouble and went to jail and went to a year-long program in Okeechobee. Once I graduated from that program, I found where my husband was and my daughter, and they were here at the Ark. So that's where I came to the Ark.
So, as she said, we got married and had a child together. She had 2 kids before I got in the picture, and we did the best we could, and both of us in active addiction, heavy alcoholism, and things were going pretty good until methamphetamine popped in the picture, and that quickly took us to the very bottom. She got in trouble, I got in trouble. We both ended up going our separate ways, and our kids were staying with her sister, and I ended up in Florida Springs across the bridge at a drug treatment facility. And after I got out of there, I ended up knocking on the doorsteps of this place here, and it has truly saved not only my life but my wife and my children. And after I got here for a few months, I got my daughter back, my wife came back. A month later, one of my sons came back. A month after that, got my other son back. And this place has so many blessings that I can't even begin to describe them. We both have great jobs, vehicles. Our kids are graduated. My daughter makes straight A's in school, and I've been drug-free since September 27th of 2022.
Well, the Lord just opened my eyes to how much that I would be at service here for not only my children, my husband, or myself, but to others here that have the same issues that we've had of not having their children, and being able to just listen to the Lord. I had learned those techniques before coming here, so I used them and taught others how to do the same thing by just leading by example. So all 3 of my kids are here. My oldest, he graduated high school. My middle son, he has his GED. Due to our drug addictions, school wasn't so well back then for him. So we went for the GED, which he has graduated that and now has a job. And then our daughter Lily, she's in the 4th grade, thriving. So Matthew and Alex, they weren't believers in the Lord until they really got here and just seen what me and their dad had, and they wanted that too. It wasn't ever anything forced on them. It's just what they seen and what they felt through us. So now my 17-year-old Matthew, he now helps at the church, cleaning it and helping out with the audio and whatever, the slides, anything that he can help out with, he's all in.
Yeah. I was atheist and didn't believe in God. At that point, I started believing in God because of what I seen it doing in other people's lives, and but it wasn't up until I got here that I started receiving God and recognizing the blessings. The community here, it's just been such a blessing to be a part of. It was an absolute necessary part of my recovery to be able to share my story with others and help build them up and bring them along with me, and to lead by example. And staying active in the church, playing in the worship band has been just a tremendous part of my own personal adventure, in recovery and building my faith in the Lord. And just serving this community has done more for me than anything ever has in my entire life. And to watch all these folks around here just come in rock bottom, and to be able to wrap your arms around and tell them, listen, I know what you're saying. I feel your pain, and to be able to offer them, little tidbits of encouragement, on a daily basis, and watch them come through it is just such a blessing.
Before we do move from the Ark, we want to be able to build that community outside of the Ark, because that's what's going to hold us closer to the Lord when we leave here. So that's my goal.
Mine is to just to take what I've gotten here and be a true disciple and share it with out there. I didn't have that until I got here, and just to be able to share the faith that I've developed. And I read something the other day. I don't need proof that there is a God. I am proof. The before and after pictures of both of our lives is just phenomenal. From 3 years ago to today, it is just, it's all glory to God.
I think one thing is something that people are, viewing these videos and everything, to give back to them is to say, keep pushing yourself to every limit. Make that decision to make that step to get here, or to wherever it is that you're going with God in your life.
Yeah. If you can just make your way here, there's so much community love and involvement in your life here that if you fail here, it's because you tried really hard to fail. There's so much support, so much guidance here that it's just, if you can just make it here, you're a step ahead for sure.